What's up, everyone? How you guys and gals doing? Welcome to the show. Serious topic today, and I think it came up because of what that sheriff done in the Keys when he came out to the media and said, "You know what? You better watch the Pagans. You better watch this outlaw motorcycle club because they're nothing but criminal gangs." And I started thinking to myself, are we living in a police state? Look at what's going on with politics right now. It is amazing how fast people are giving up their freedom just for their security. And going back to clubs and how the police seem to put out false information, propaganda, whatever you want to call it, at the first chance they get, they're trying to fill regular people's minds. And they've been doing this for years. I get it. But it's become a lot worse lately, especially with all that's going on in this country right now. It was interesting. On Joe Rogan, there was a guy that was studying the last couple elections. It was actually on Tim Pool's IRL, and I recommend you go over there and check it out. Every night they have a great podcast with a different well-known guest that talks about all these kind of issues. And one of the guests on there, and this is how they really manipulate people, is how they go about with the search engines and the internet. It is really the tech companies that are really controlling the narrative within this country. And law enforcement, as we all know, were using Twitter, or formerly X, or X, formerly Twitter, my bad on that one, to really blank out other people's opinion that didn't agree to them. So, what does this have to do with us? It's actually a very scary time in this country when you have a sheriff that goes and says, "Well, I seen on a TV that they're having a toy run. They're all criminals. You need to watch out." And what that does is pit us all against each other. Now, I get it. I get it. I really do. There's some stupid stuff that really happens in the club scene. Really stupid stuff that don't need to be done. Actually, you know what, MCs, you give them an excuse to always come at you by doing this dumb crap. But this guy is taking it a little too far, if you know what I mean. People are used to when there's a fight or there's some kind of battle in the street that you're going to see it in the news. I never thought that a cop was going to come out. What am I talking about? Cops always do this stuff. But I never thought they would go to this extent where they actually put out a warning to the public. And what that does with us being so fractured in this country is make people wary of each other. Hell, you just see it on my comment sections all the time about those that are not in the motorcycle scene coming out and making their opinion known, which, they don't matter to me any damn way. But you can see just how brainwashed these people are. They're brainwashed, and it's ridiculous. And it is the law enforcement and the governmental agencies that are doing stuff. And let's admit it here. Bikers, they really don't like conforming. Actually, the ones that are hardcore into the lifestyle, they want to live their life the way they want to live it. They don't want big government out there trying to tell them everything that they should do. That's just like something like menthol cigarettes. They're trying to ban menthol cigarettes like we're a child and we cannot decide if it's good for us or not. And that's why I always have this doubt, or I have this confusion when you have a lot of bikers that are actually supporting these law enforcement clubs, actually supporting their causes. I'm dumbfounded by it. I really am. These are the same people that have no care in the world about you, that will lie about you, but you're supported them. You know, most of the profiling that happens within the motorcycle scene, I don't know if you know this or not, the independents are the ones that get it the most. It's not club members, because club members are smart now. You know, they just don't go out any damn where anymore. They stick to their clubhouses. They ride to do the thing. Yes, they'll get the police attention. But you have independents go out there saying, well, that don't happen. And next thing you know, it happens. And they're like, well, what happened? Why did this happen to me? And that's where I come back and say, why do you support them? There's always been a line. You never cross that line between biker and cops. It just never happened. And what's even worse is you'll see some independents, when a story comes out, like I covered in the previous episode about this cop going on to the media and, you know, making this whole freaking public appearance about it, they'll believe it. And it's concerning, because all the club was doing, or clubs that hold this kind of thing were doing, was trying to help out their community. But even in, as this country's divided, even the motorcycle community's divided, because you got your guys that live this lifestyle every single day, love it. They love their freedom. And then you got these other ones over there that buy into all the propaganda crap. And it could be left, it could be right. There's nobody ever in the center any damn more. But when it comes to you supposedly being a part of this scene, how in the hell can you look at yourself in the face when a cop goes on camera and claims a group of people, because they're in a club, are criminals? You know, there's been a lot of cops in the last 2 weeks, and we've talked about some of them, that have been busted for, God, some bad crimes, some bad ones, and they're cops. So don't be hypocrites when it comes to throwing your comments down in the comments section about how bikers are all bad that are in a club. Yeah, we have stupid idiots that are in clubs. Every organization has stupid idiots in their club. But don't leave out the cops. And don't fall for the propaganda that a lot of people fall for. You ride that bike supposedly for freedom. Well, start thinking free. Start thinking about, hey, I got to question this, because we are letting our country become a police state. And like I always tell people on the second half of the show, yeah, this is a biker channel, but you know what? It's more than biker news. It's a place to have conversations about other topics, because bikers' votes matter. Bikers' opinions matter, because we're all citizens of this country. We all love this country. At least I hope so. And that means being educated about what is happening out there. It is about saying, you know what? No, it isn't right to call a club a bunch of criminals, because they've had idiots in the past, but they're out there doing good for people. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are we living in a police state right now? Honest question. And we're going to be talking about it more in the second half when China Dow gets in here. It's going to be a very interesting conversation. Very interesting. Join the Insane Throttle Members Only Club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong. As Black Dragon would say, buy the book. It's available on Amazon. Yes, Brotherhood and Betrayal. It's a good one, man. You're going to want to check it out. Again, buy it on Amazon.
Is an in-depth look at the trials and tribulations of street gang and motorcycle club life. This isn't the run-of-the-mill book that doesn't give the goods. This book will go into detail of events that actually happened. All materials in this book have been approved by those involved. There is nothing poetic, nor is there any price worth paying for the life we choose to live on the streets. James Hollywood Machikari.